Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to Returning at Home with me. Uh, let's see, it's wet and miserable outside, so it's a good night for the shed. And I've managed to get my old favourites, Gruesome Twosome, and they're in the background, so I'm going to bring them in and say hello. There they
Good
are.
evening.
Hello.
Good evening, one and all.
Hello,
So
everybody.
now
Gruesome,
you've seen
gruesome's a
them.
good
I'm going.
title.
Now you've seen them. I'm going to put them back in the background.
Where
Boing.
where we need to be.
Oh,
Okay,
that's the best
tonight
place for us.
Tonight, guys, I have a piece of poplar. Uh, it's 10 inches by inch and a quarter deep. And I said it's neither going to be a bowl or uh, a
Platter.
platter. It's going to be like a sort of shallow dish with texture and a bit of color on it. Okay, so I'm just going to round it up here. And the one of the gruesome twosome will tell me who's in.
I'll tell you who's doing that. That'll be Doug.
Okay.
And Doug
All
talked
right.
himself into it, so he did.
Yeah, he
It's
kind of
all
did.
good. It's
So
all
I'm just going
good.
to bring this to round. It's not quite round. I'm going to tidy that up. Okay.
All
Go for it.
right. While you're doing that, I'll read off the list. And good evening, everybody. It is good to see every one of you. We have Door 60 in the chat, followed very closely by Paul Finley. Right behind them was Norman Greenwell. Hello, guys. Then we come on down. We have Twisted Pete of the Trees. Wayne the Wood Turner is in. Hello, Wayne. Gerard the French Turner. Woodenboro. Hello, Haley. Albert Dawson and hello, Al. Malcolm Douglas is in. Uh, Ian, I don't know why I stumble over your name every
I
time, Ian.
just see my name is blocking the camera there. I'm doing there, so I had to move it there.
Okay. Who else? Anybody else in? Norman. Dez is in. Hello, Dez.
Hmm.
And Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Hello, Todd. Good to have you as well. Keep working down. Vinny Charlton is here. Good to have you, Vinny. Paul Heighton is in. Hello, Paul. And I'm at the bottom of the list. Mike at Dances with Aardvarks is here. Hello, Mike.
Matt Ibbotson,
Oh,
did you get Matt? Yeah,
you get Matt.
No, I didn't get Matt.
Oh, don't
Matt
forget Big
Ibbotson's
Matt.
in.
Yeah.
We may
Um,
have jumped at one point.
Paul Kavanagh's also in.
Oh, hey, Paul.
Mark at Turnigan Crafts. Do you get him?
Okay. Nope.
Raymond Wise is just in. Good man. Well
Raymond, good to
done,
have you
Raymond.
in.
I thought Raymond fell asleep. I thought he wasn't going to come in tonight. He's obviously woke up and joined us.
There you go. Roger Kent just dropped in. Hello, Roger.
Hi, Roger. Welcome along, everybody. Good evening. I hope you've had a good weekend and you're looking forward to a wonderful week this week.
Okay, guys. That's just finished and with under 10 inches wide, and there's a wee bit to come off the front of this. So this is the back. So we'll get this shaped and get it sanded and a tannin put on, sand it up, and we'll get it turned around to the business end. This is the back end, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
The
The
back
back,
end and
of,
the business end, huh?
the back end or the bottom end, one of the two, whichever you like. I mean,
yeah,
it's the bottom when I turn it because it ends up on the bottom.
Yep. That is kind of funny for us when we turn.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about the front and the back. Rarely talk about top and bottom, but that's really what
Yep,
we're doing is top and bottom.
it does. Yep. And it's funny how the front's always at the headstock. Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's the top's at the headstock, which is the front of the or the top of the piece is what we call the front, but it's
Yeah.
really the back end of the lathe.
The back end of the power unit, anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my.
Yes,
We,
don't add any more confusion to it. I think it's bad
I
enough.
know it. I know.
We'll
know,
try
well,
not to make an our sunshine bowl.
No, well, you're not. Oh, okay. Tony Smith just joined us. Good evening, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Good evening.
Sunshine? You mean as in sun coming through?
Yeah, exactly. I thought
Yeah, have you forgot?
you know them like Indonesian screen puppets that they have.
There you go.
I think that's what he was trying to make. He was making a screen for an Indonesian puppet show.
That was a part of the plan, Brian. That was
There you go.
just
There
to
you
see
go.
that wee bit of sunlight shining through.
Yeah. Yeah. Walk in front of me so as I can feel the sunshine, Paul. You're
Oh me.
oh dear, dear,
I
dear.
I have turned a few pieces where you could read the newspaper through it.
Yeah.
A couple
Yeah,
of them on purpose.
that was cutting it a wee bit fine. I
Just
would
Yes.
say.
a smidge. Just a smidge.
But it did go through.
No, you didn't.
So just going to mark a cannon on this.
We've got 34 people watching currently.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's very good. Welcome along, everybody, and thank you
So
for coming over to watch what I'm doing.
share this out to your grannies and your aunties and your uncles, and if you've got any friends, share them out to your friends as well. See if we can get
Friends, your
some more
family,
people
if
in
you
here.
want to, even your enemies.
William Kenny just joined us. Good evening,
Hello,
William.
William.
Hi, William.
I'm
So-
very well, William. Thank you for asking.
This is a Peter Poplar, as I said at the start, in case
No,
any of you are late in. It's,
you did.
we're just talking about that before we come on.
That's quite the
On
nice
there.
piece of poplar too.
A lot of people don't like it because it's pretty plain.
Pete says,
What's this?
if you go through it, Paul, just send it over to
If
Brian.
you go
He
through,
wants
Paul,
to
just
put
send to
resin
Brian.
in
He
it.
wants to put resin in it. No, he doesn't. That's that Toasty Pete fella again. You got to stop that now, Pete.
Yeah. Somebody suggested I do something with resin, and other than some pin blanks that are cast, I don't have any resin in my shop. So doing resin would be
That's a good way.
Just
It's a
wanna
good way
see
to keep it.
Yeah.
sort
I've got
of,
loads of resin, but just haven't opened the bottle yet.
So I haven't got too much of a curve on it. So
Curve, yeah.
I want it to sit more or less not too far off the table. So that's far enough.
Just a little shadow line off the table. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to open the resin bottle because I let the genie out of the bottle.
Oh, let's see.
Okay.
Oh, it's warm.
We'll give that a wee.
Kind of wish I hadn't turned my heating on now. It's roasting in this house now.
Well, I had to put my heating on the shed here because it was cold when I come out.
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold in my house this evening. I was sitting
Come out
eating my dinner,
yesterday
so-
and you could have fried a chicken in it. It was that
It
warm.
was- well, it was 24 degrees, Paul. Mind you, that's warm for us. Yeah,
It was too
know.
warm for
I know what you mean. Yeah.
turning.
Brian with the Y's in. Good evening, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, Brian. I'm over answering a. Okay. I had a little question I had to go check on and respond to real quick.
Todd at Klein Cove says 24C is too hot. Yeah, it's too hot for us.
Yeah, we're not
Sounds-
used to it.
We're not used to that at all. That's usually our midsummer highest temperatures.
Okay. If it weren't for
Not
that
unless
little
you're
sea, I'd say it's cold, but that
Not
sea
unless
makes
you're
a
sitting
difference.
by the pool with a nice cool one in your hand.
There you
Hmm.
go.
That's okay. Just checking before we move on to the next grit. So these are some of the Cleanspor's abrasive I'm using,
What is it now?
and so far, yeah, quite good. I think I'll be getting some more of those.
JP Woodworks is in. Evening, JP.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
So-
Back. Hey,
it's all
JP.
got-
Hey,
It's all gone quiet over there, he says.
hey.
It's 13 degrees in County Cork, where Gerard, the French turner, lives. And it's cold, he says. It is cold, yeah. Been cold here all day. I was up at the yard this morning. We're getting a new fence installed. And I was helping the guys with the concreting of the big posts. And I'd put my big coat on. So I had my winter coat on in May. It's ridiculous.
You certainly don't
Right,
go too
right,
far without some provisions to keep you warm.
Are you right?
Now, y'all are saying 24 and you're hot? That's only 75 Fahrenheit. That's a nice
Yeah,
temperature.
Yeah, 24 is hot for us. I mean,
But y'all,
Well,
yes, y'all are used to a cooler
Yeah.
climate.
like, a normal temperature here is a warm day is about 18.
Okay.
That's a nice warm day. 24 is getting too hot. If it gets above 25, people in Northern Ireland start to hide.
Brian says it's been 28 there.
See, that's
He's in
cooking
Spain.
temperature. I mean, you can cook spuds in 28 degrees. That's shocking. Andy the Woodwork Learner wants to know, how can Paul cope with Brian earworming? Well, yeah, you're a cheeky Brit, Gavin. I'm going to have to do something to you. Yeah, Sharon says, I think our summer was last Saturday and Sunday. Gorgeous
Yep,
and sunny. And that's
that was
it.
it. That's it. Let's go
Oh,
on.
Alan D's in. 24 is fine. Taps off and get on with it, he says. By tops he means tops. Tops off. Take your vest off, Andy. Or Alan, sorry. Get your vest off. Did anyone catch the Aurora Borealis?
I missed it.
Yeah.
We
Michelle's
missed
seen
it
it.
here.
And it was, I went out. Michelle said she'd seen it, and I went out. And it was just starting to fade away. You could just see a little glimmer of sort of reddy pink in it.
Okay.
So I missed the best of it. But Paul Cavern's got some lovely pictures on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
see
I've
some nice
seen
pictures on Facebook.
some of them are absolutely beautiful.
They are.
We went out to look at it and it was just too cloudy here.
It's unusual for us to see it.
It's very
Normally
unusual
it's-
for us to see it.
Yeah.
Usually it's too
This
cloudy
was
here.
This event was a pretty much a northern hemisphere kind of
Mhm.
thing.
It was, yeah. And pretty low down too. I mean, it's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. It went pretty close. Well, my reference is to Central America before you get to South America.
Yeah.
It was down in there, that area.
hmm
Yeah.
And I learned today that apparently you have to stay outside yourself for quite a long time for your eyes to be able to see the blues and stuff that's in it.
Right.
But your
Right.
camera will pick them up straight away.
Right.
So if you take a picture of it,
The-
you'll be able to look at the colours better.
Yeah. Andy,
Because
the
your
Woodwork
cameras-
Intermediate, has joined us. Hello, Andy.
Hang
Oh,
on
he was
there.
in. He was in early. He was being cheeky to me again.
Oh, you know
Taking the
something?
top off.
I'm going
Andy
to have
says,
to.
what?
I'm going to have to leave you for 2 seconds. I need to run
Right.
into the house. to get my Yorkshire grit and my paste
ahead.
or wax
Go ahead.
because it's in the fridge.
Don't run, don't run, Paul. You take your time, buddy.
Take your
look after
time.
it.
We'll be here.
We'll look
Not
after it. Right, what can we do now?
I got nowhere to go.
What
Well,
can do
we
now?
can't shut him down. He has to do that on from his side.
He has control.
Yeah. Copper Al has just joined us. Hello, Copper.
Hi, Rob. Yeah, it says the last time I seen the Northern Lights was in Alberta in 1979, doing a recovery on a broken veil.
Right, I'm back,
Mhm.
guys. I'm back. I had to put my stuff in the fridge. It was melting. So it was.
I know.
My Yorkshire grit was just a big puddle. And the wax wasn't far off it. So
Yeah.
I had to put them in the fridge for a wee while.
But Paul Cavan says, if everyone's really quiet when he comes back, he'll think we've all left.
Yeah, we didn't see that quite early enough, Paul. That
That
would have been interesting.
Yeah.
wouldn't
I
Bill
just
just
would
said,
have. I wouldn't have worried me. I just would have went on, played on.
sure we know. Wouldn't Bill, Haley just said, no, Wayne, I was only 6 years old then.
Oh,
Woodwork Intermediate says, Wayne, was that 1790 you said?
1979.
so just a Yorkshire grit. Just
Mike saw
pop it
the
along.
aurora from Blackpool. Around the year there was that good comment.
Oh,
Oh,
aye.
okay, yeah, sure.
I remember that comment. That was good.
I don't think we'll see
Sweet
another
Potato
one.
has joined us. Hello, Lucy.
Super
Lucy.
Tuppy. Shut up, JP. He says he wasn't even born then.
In 79, that was the year before I got married.
1979. God almighty.
Yeah,
I joined the army. I joined the army 10 years before that.
Yeah.
It seems a
Yeah.
long time ago when you say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Andy says, I knew everything in 1979. I was 16.
Yep, you did
Absolutely.
indeed.
Isn't it funny how we're all geniuses when we're 16 years old? We know everything about everything. And then we get to be about 26, 27, 28, and we realize we're not as smart as we thought we were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andrew's in. AJ.
Precious. Hello, Precious.
Precious is in.
Welcome along. Yeah.
JP says AGK was 1 inch.
Inch. Yeah.
You can just see how soft that is. It's it's not really hardened much, but it's a bit better than what it was.
It shouldn't
That-
matter. It'll still work.
That wax
yeah.
may actually work better if it was liquefied.
Yeah. Now that it's cooled down in the shed, it'll probably be all right for a wee while.
Dale's in. Dale was 24
Hey.
in 1979.
How you doing, Dale?
I was
24
26
and
there.
79. I wasn't quite as old as you, but I was getting ready to get married. I was so excited.
I was 26. Wow. Paul Calvin said he was 6.
6.
Yeah. Paul
Yeah.
Calvin was 6 then, but he must have been fed on tomato food or something. A real good fertilizer because he didn't have grew up.
So just polishing this microcrystalline wax off.
Kavanagh, go get your ass kicked.
Wayne
If
was
my leg will reach that
25.
high. Yep.
Todd graduated from high school in 79.
There you go. See, some of these are just youngsters, really. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
that's a nice piece of wood, Paul. I'll have to say it.
It
It
looks
really
nice on that
is.
side until you
Shined
look
up
at the ore.
nice too.
Nice
look at
grain
the-
pattern on it.
The ore side. It's not so nice. It's funny
It's
way you get
real.
the color on one side and then it's just plain on the other
Oh,
side.
that's all right. It's real white grain pattern.
So
on it, isn't it?
that's where I'm going colored. I did come up nice. Right. I'll get it into chuck again. And we'll
Malcolm
the-
Douglas
Wow.
said, my wife and I just had our third child in 1979.
Yeah.
just want to line it up with the hole.
I was
and make sure
just
it's
getting married
centered.
then.
Okay, that's that. So just using the tailstock to line that up before
Andy
taking the
wants to
chuck.
know, is there a big split on that?
Where?
Yeah, I don't think there is.
No, it's a grain.
It's a grain pattern, I think.
Mhm.
Unless you can see something on the camera, I can't.
No, I can't see it. I can't see a split.
No, I don't see a split either.
I think the bit of grain pattern you've got at the bottom, the bottom of it now, could look like a split. That one, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yep, that one.
Yeah,
But I don't
that
think
one.
it is.
No, it's not. It's just
Oh,
the
on
way
the
the
rim.
grain
It says on the rim.
on the rim.
Don't think so.
Oh,
Oh,
there
there.
is a wee bit of a.
Oh, there is. No, further
There,
right. Paul.
oh, look at these. All these cracks have appeared.
Oh, there is.
Mm, good spot.
That's well spotted, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That wasn't in when I started.
No, it wasn't.
No. Right. We'll have to tidy that up a wee bit. Maybe put a wee bit of glue in that.
Yeah, do no harm.
Yeah. Look at that. It's starting to run through there. And
Mhm.
there's a bit
Mhm.
there. He's got goo eyes. Yeah.
He's probably sitting watching on an 85-inch TV.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm having to get up close to the computer screen to see that,
I'm going to put it
but
on
I do
full
see it.
screen here.
Right. I'm
Clickety
just
click.
going to rub a wee taste of
Oh yeah, I
taste-
can see it when I put it on full screen.
rub a taste of glue into that. See
I
if
think
can-
so.
Norman says it's strange when you're working with apprentices that weren't born when you started with the company. This is true. This is true.
Hmm.
That one there seems to be the worst. That's the one that's breaking into the front. We'll see what happens.
Is that all the way through? Yeah.
No, it's not the whole way through. It's just.
Oh, you might be able to turn it away then.
Maybe I'll turn some of that away. Yeah. Sure. It's
Well,
it's only a demo piece.
we'll find out.
You know? We will find out together, right?
Well,
Bull gouge. We just need to.
Brian with a
True
Y
that
has
up.
another craft fair tomorrow. Spring fair, he says.
Mm,
Hoping to add to Brian's new lathe fund. Ooh, new lathe coming from
there you
Brian.
go. There you go.
What chuck is that, Paul?
That's Axminster, Chuck.
Clubman.
The old one.
The Clubman, or something called it.
No, it's before the SK 114 came out. It's the old Chuck. I don't know what you call that. I bought it second hand.
Yeah, Lucy is saying that she could be the mom of some of the people she works with, and how well I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
We had a young lady that we were friends with that we figured out one day she's old enough now. We're old enough we could be her parents. She's old enough she could be my son's parent. Yeah, that was a little odd.
Rob the prof is in. Good evening, Rob.
Hey,
Hi, Rob.
Professor Rob.
So I need to tidy the front of this up. It's out of shape.
So Dale's 70th birthday will be in November 2025. I've already had mine, Dale, in November 2023. I'll be 71 this year. God, I'm getting as old as Terry.
Mm.
I'm just taking this down a wee bit to see if I can
That is a really nice cut you're doing there, Paul.
eliminate
Sure
some
is.
of that cracking.
Yeah.
I'm just dragging the wing of the gouge
Just
back
a
and
pull.
forward.
It's just a pull cut and a push cut. Using the left wing of the gouge. Lovely. Like it.
We'll see what that's like.
Lucy said the girl that she works with, her mom is 6 months younger than her. My goodness.
Alan D says he thinks he's the baby of the
You can still see that
stream
one.
tonight. Malcolm Douglas will be 80 this year, guys.
Ooh,
Good for you, Malcolm. Good
That's
for
a
you.
milestone. Good man, Malcolm.
and many more to come.
Well, I hope so. Fingers crossed.
We went down to visit with my mother yesterday for Mother's Day, and she and my dad are both 86, and they'll be 87 in July. And I'm just amazed at how well they are doing. It's
Good.
there are people my age that look older than my parents.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my mum didn't last well when she got past 70. She didn't. She went dead
Yeah,
not
Both
very
my
quick.
parents are dead.
Yeah, mine are now too.
A lot of that is genetics and heredity, and of course we can do a lot for ourselves as well. But
Absolutely.
you know, if,
He is.
if
You got to keep active. You got to keep active.
that's a big
Just
part
do
of
something.
it.
Paul Calvin says he's only 50.
All right, I remember 50,
So do I.
barely, but I remember it.
Yeah, 50. Half a century. I remember it well.
That birthday didn't bother
Have
me.
you got rid of, have you got rid of it? No, still there.
I just there's it. There's you can
Yeah,
see that in the camera.
Is it getting bigger?
Mm,
I think it is. You know.
yeah, well, don't worry about it. We'll just play on.
Brian is exactly right. He said
What?
birthdays are good for you. People who have more live longer.
True. That's very true.
It's very true. Very true. Andy said, Brian, check your pulse every time you're on YouTube.
I have a little machine embedded in my chest that checks it for me. It's great.
Oh, that's true. You do now, don't you?
I do. Right, and it communicates with my phone as well. It's incredible.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take any more off that. If I take it down too thin, there's a chance of it'll ding,
Split through, yeah.
split. The split will run. So I just want to give that wee bit here a wee quick sand because
Did
I'm going to
you-
texture that
Did you put any super glue in that crack, Paul?
on the front of it.
Just
No,
put-
I didn't. Let's see. Where
see,
are we?
go back to that crack. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There. No, you're too far.
I can see it from the top better. Let's see. There's one here.
There,
On there.
there it is. There it is. That's it.
I'll try a wee bit in it.
I think you should put some super glue in that and let it soak
Yeah.
into it and then
Yeah.
recut that again.
Yeah, that looks like it might be
I think it's
expanding
getting bigger.
just a little bit.
It is getting bigger.
James Crawford. Hello, James.
Ian Tiverton says you need a large slice of luck too. You kind of do, Ian, but yeah, if you try and keep yourself healthy and eat well and exercise and all that kind of stuff, there's a good chance you'll last longer. And my favourite expression when I'm teaching horses and teaching people new skills, if you don't use the skill, you'll lose it. And it's the same with your body. If you don't use your body correctly, it'll deteriorate.
Unfortunately,
Red-
when you get some of
red-
these things that's wrong with you, cancer and stuff,
Yeah.
What-
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
there are
There's not
always
much you
things
can
that are
do.
going to. No, there are always things there that will knock a hole in the theory, of course.
yeah,
Sure.
You got to
Fred
give yourself
Gilliver
the
has
best.
joined us.
Hi, Fred. You got to give yourself the best shot.
Sure.
You know.
I've seen 3 holes.
And honestly, one of those things that can really help us is what we love here, turning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Using our
absolutely.
mind, turning, doing something new all the time.
Keeping your old
Makes
brain
it-
cells going.
Yeah. They've said for years, people who read on a daily basis have less chance of Alzheimer's and
Mhm.
dementia of different natures. And but anything that keeps your mind active, I think, will help. Not just reading, but things like
It-
turning and woodworking in general.
Yeah. If you have to challenge your brain a wee bit, and it's not just
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
automatically. Yeah. They do say that your brain is like a muscle. If you don't exercise it, it'll start to get floppy.
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. It atrophies.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Todd,
amazing.
Todd says naps are the key to a long life. Yeah.
They
can't
help.
Be doing,
They
I
help.
can't be doing napping at all. It just does my head. And can't do an afternoon nap. If I do sleep in the afternoon, I'm ruined for the rest of the day.
Oh, really?
Oh, I can't be doing my waking up. If I go to sleep, I need to get 6 or 7 hours, and then I'm okay again. But 20 minutes here or 20 minutes there, it's just no, doesn't do anything for me.
Paul Kavanaugh says, "This is so cheerful. So glad I joined tonight. Tune in next week when we discuss toenail fungus and belly button lint."
Oh, just talking about toenail fungus. Straighten up, Paul. How's your thumb? How's your thumb, big lad? Paul tried to remove his thumb with a table saw.
That's not good.
No,
No.
it wasn't. No. He'll not do it again.
No.
No.
That's the one thing that worries me in the shop is
Me too.
running a finger across the table saw.
Yep. I'm always extra careful with fast-moving blades.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I try not to use my table saw too often. It's an old table saw. And so I just try not to use it.
Mind you, some of the older ones are better than the new ones.
Well, as far as it's got a. This is considered a contractor saw, but it's got a
Oh,
cast
okay.
iron top.
Oh well, that'll be well engineered then.
Yes, it's an old heavy
Mm.
Craftsman table saw. It's heavy. For just being a contractor saw, but I would sure love a saw stop.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing. Evening, Steve Purkis.
Hey, Steve.
Todd says he has a saw stop
Yeah, meant to save
table saw.
fingers.
It's meant to save fingers. Yeah, well, it's quite spectacular when you see it on the videos and stuff. And
Sure is.
the blade just disappears, doesn't it?
I'll do that.
They are talking about making that mandatory on all new table saws now. So
that stop thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Would be a
It
good
ruins
thing.
your blade, but doesn't it? It ruins the blade once it.
saw stops does. There
Does
are some systems out there that do not. But
Oh.
the one from Saw Stop, yeah, it jams a aluminum block into the blade.
All right.
Well, I'm going to try and cut my fingers off with this wee thing. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
God!
you could
I
do it
hate
with
this
that.
thing. I hate this thing.
They're an effective tool, but yes,
This is a dangerous tool. See
It
this wee
certainly
bit?
is. Yep.
There's 3 wee carbide tippers in that. The wee diamond cuts. That wee bit was 50 quid.
That would just eat your fingers. That thing, if you.
Yes. I would eat anything.
And it's rotating at over 2,000 revs there, bet you.
So I've turned it down to number 1. whatever number 1 is. So I'm just going to mark a wee line here. I want to go and try and work 2. And I don't need to work 2 exactly, but we'll try. Okay, we'll make come a wee bit better.
So I
back.
thought it was just a YouTube thing, says Mike from Dances and Artworks.
What was?
So stop.
I saw stop.
I'm not sure what you're saying, Mike.
It's an actual product. It's not just a.
Yeah, it's an actual product.
Yeah, it actually is, and I started to buy one a couple of times. Bosch is the other system. However, Bosch had to take theirs off the market. SawStop put a stop to them because of copyright law.
Copyright.
So, but the Safety Commission is pushing it or starting to push it now. And SawStop has said they will give away the license. If this is made mandatory, SawStop will give away the license.
All right.
Bosch can bring theirs right back out if they so choose. And there
That
are some
thing
other
is-
companies as well.
Yeah. That little cutter is super aggressive, boys.
Yes.
You have to hang on to the tool when you're doing this.
Yeah, it's a two-handed job. That's don't be trying that with one hand anyway.
Makes a cool pattern too.
I bought this off, what do you call them? When he was over a couple of Christmases ago.
Yeah, Nick Agar.
Nick Agar.
Yeah.
He brought a couple of sets with him, and he was selling them. Well, I bought one of them. But what he done with it was a lot better than what I'm doing.
Yeah, but
When
he's
you're
had years
using
of
some,
he's had
he's-
years of practice.
yeah, he got a great effect from it.
That's you got to think about the skill level you have with a piece of machinery.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 10,000 hours to be an expert apparently on anything. So if you've only used it for a couple of hours, you're still an absolute novice. You know what I mean? Super aggressive. I think. I just don't like it. It's scary.
Fred Gilliver is talking about SawStop, said that he saw one video that the conclusion was that they're not 100% safe. The best thing they used to test was a sausage. I agree with that. There's nothing that's 100% safe except
No,
stay away
nothing.
from it.
Yeah.
That's the only
Don't
thing that's safe. But the numbers of fingers that have been saved because of SawStop are already incredible. I have seen one person who actually stuck their finger to a blade, and
Wow.
of course they did it to the side, but still, that blade was gone so quickly. Pretty amazing.
Right. JP suggests that
Yeah.
the thing I disagree about SawStop is if they really cared about safety, they would release the thing free. It's a bit like Volvo did with the seatbelts.
Yeah,
Right.
put it on all
So
machines.
Volvo never patented. They didn't put a patent on the seatbelt. They developed it and then gave it to everybody
Right.
because it was a
And
lifesaver.
I think that now that
And that's not the first.
you're right. You're right. The Safety Commission saying that they're going to make it mandatory here in the U.S.
Yeah.
SawStop has said they're going to give the licenses away.
Yeah, it's a
So,
bit late now. It's a bit late after.
Yeah,
the
they could have done it.
commissioner-
They could
know,
have done it all these years ago.
Yeah, could have done it when
Or-
they first developed it. And
Yeah,
says, look,
they
we've
could've-
developed this brilliant system. We're going to give it out free, and we would have got more kudos for it.
Right. Right.
You know, we're not going to patent this. You can use the design.
Yeah, there's a whole long story behind it, but you're
sure there is.
exactly right. They could have given it away from the
Mhm.
beginning.
Now they're kind
Um,
of being forced into it, aren't they, by the commission people?
Right. Right.
So it's
They could have
Yeah.
left Bosch alone when Bosch brought it out.
Could have said
Um,
nothing, exactly. He says,
Yeah,
well,
you could just let it go. It was
Could've.
different, but there were still a couple of things that were in common, and so they stopped Bosch, and so Bosch had to eat all those
and
saws.
yeah, all the development costs and everything. They're
Yeah,
probably sitting in a great big warehouse somewhere, you know.
I hope so. I hope
I
so.
hope so too.
If they are, as soon as all this is formalized, they can bring them right back out,
Hmm.
and I hope it does. 'Cause the Bosch saw was a good bit cheaper than the saw stop. Yes, Mike. Give away the license, but work in consultancy with the other companies that they could charge for. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's lots of good at that. But it's like any other safety innovation.
Yeah.
That somebody's taking time to develop it, and should they get a reward for that? Yeah, they probably should. JP says, if I'm not mistaken, I think Festool Partners own SawStop now. We did a podcast episode when it was on when we did it at Makers International. All right, okay.
Yeah. Festool was who they should have owned SawStop, but they didn't want it. And so that's why it became its own company. But now I think they're back in cahoots again.
Hmm. Probably owned by some of these hedge funds or something owns them.
Could be. Could be.
Wayne Woodtown says, just as a reminder, Doug is doing a live tomorrow night.
Yes, I am.
Get your link in.
It was interesting last week. I'll do that here in a minute, Brian. I can't do that and talk at the same time. Wayne just kind of threw it out. What should Doug do for the next few weeks?
All right, okay.
So I jumped on one of those suggestions, and I picked up a piece that I was going to try to turn, and I realized the bottom had rotted out of it, and
Oh,
so
dear.
I have done some sanding and some glue up, and I've got my blank ready for tomorrow. I'm kind of excited about it.
Good.
Kind of excited. Okay, now that I've said that, I'll go find that link and get it in.
Paul Calvin says Doug will be discussing something much more cheerful. Shut up, Calvin.
Maybe.
You never know.
That'll depend on Wayne and Ruby and whoever else jumps in.
Nothing
That's
busy
not
but
what I
so.
want.
Todd just put in the chat. And thumbs up for Paul.
Absolutely. Paul's doing a grand job.
I think he means Paul Kavanagh. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, thumbs up. You can see that crack
Yeah.
now.
Disguise
Anyway.
it, you would think. You would disguise it with the texture.
I'm gonna ebonize it. I'm just using black satin, black paint.
JP's just put in the chat. I still do lives, just adult playground lives on Patreon. Lol. You can keep them to yourself, JP. Thanks, all of them.
all right. I've just put in my link. It's right there. So I said I did. Did it show up? No, I hadn't hit send yet.
Oh, yeah, I
There
haven't
it
sent
is.
it yet.
There it is.
There it is. Yay.
You got to hit the send button.
You kind of do, I.
Right. I just need that to dry a wee bit. Blow up with the airline.
I do that all the time in Messenger. Type a message and forget to press the little arrow to send it.
I just seen yesterday. I requested some information from the area we're going to take some vacation at, and I haven't gotten it, so I must have not hit submit. I got to redo that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy said, "JP, my mind is wandering." Lucy,
Yeah, don't
you're
let
probably one
Gideon
of
watch.
Lucy's probably one of the first ones in JP's Patreon.
Yeah.
Either Lucy or Anita.
Right, that's almost dry, and there's only one or two wee bits still.
Scott
wet,
at Glen Cove says, one of my best friends had a brain tumour removed 2 weeks ago. So finger getting cut pales into comparison, or pales in
That's a
comparison.
fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact, is right. There's always somebody worse off, apparently.
Yeah.
Although that's no comfort to the person who's cut their finger.
That's a
It's
fact.
just there's no comfort.
For sure.
I hear it when somebody says, if you're having a bad day and somebody says, "Oh well, somebody be worse off than you." Well, that doesn't help me at all.
No.
You know?
Right. I'm using
Just makes me feel sorry for the person as well.
Yeah.
the
And now my day is twice as bad.
iridescent paints in this.
Joe Sonia, iridescent.
Lucy has told me she's never used Patreon. I never have either. I never have been on Patreon.
Alan D says, has anyone ever took a piece with a paintball gun yet? I think the effects would be pretty cool. No, but Terry and I have both done
The airline
firing paint
Yeah.
at a moving piece using the airline, and now Terry actually has a pistol for doing it. So keep your eyes open. Terry will be doing a demo on that
Right.
at some stage. Currently, he's using it as currently he's using a demo piece. He's using it as a demo piece for live demos, so it will be on YouTube eventually.
Back when he first did that, somebody mentioned paintball gun,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never checked with my son to see if he still has his. If he does, I may have to try that. Sounds like fun.
The problem with the paintball is, I think the paintball cartridges or bullets or whatever you want to call the little things would be too big.
Maybe.
Yeah, it would be.
It seems like they make different sizes too.
I have no idea.
I'll check on that.
So I'm just mixing some Flowiate in with that to bring the thickness down.
Flow medium.
Flow medium. Which if you use it without, if you use it without the flow medium in it, you tend to get a lot of white streaks on the piece.
Yeah, if your paint's too thick, yeah.
Yeah. Turn that on. Right. So we're just going to throw this. This is violet. I'm using on this.
So Mike from Dances Arswood says he's seen some paintballs used for non-turned art, and it was a bit disappointing.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a whole lot of art, in inverted commas, that people throwing paint at the wall and doing all sorts of things with paint to get it on the wall. It just looks like a mess to me. Camera.
What do you call it? Not
Camera.
Camera.
Hold on. I'm trying to get my
camera.
I'm trying to get my compressor to work here.
Everybody shouting at you, camera.
Woodwork Intermediate says air pistol with the earbuds would work better.
It doesn't work.
Kind of what Terry's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an air pistol Terry's using. Yeah.
He's using a straw the first time, wasn't he?
Well, I have a multi-barrel straw on mine.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I can
fire. Throwing the paint all over the place.
I can fire 4 color pellets at once.
Okay.
I just turned a little holder for them
Yeah.
and made little short straws, glued them in, and you just use a little bit of, put the paint in and put a little bit of cotton wadding in the end, just to keep the paint in, and then fire it at about 25 psi
Okay.
from about, well, depends what effects you want. The further back, because the thing will spread as soon as it comes out, you get a different effect. But if you're fairly close up, and there's different effects as well when you aim it at not at the center but off to the side, or there's a whole lot of different things you can play with.
I'm sure. Yeah. I do
Interesting.
like the purple in the Joe Sonia line. That's a
It's
beautiful color.
violet, you call that, is it?
Violet.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
violet.
It's nice, isn't it?
Of however many colors there are, I think this is my favorite of the bunch.
I think it is too. Violet and red I like.
Turquoise as well. That's good. Nice color.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
Andy's
nice
Valley Wood
color.
Turners in. Hi, Andy.
Andy is here. Good for you. Good to see you, Andy. Finally get done with your honeydew list, did you?
Slave driver, that Lucy one. Apparently, anyway. So I've heard. I mean, it's just, maybe that's just a malicious rumour. I don't know.
Just obliterated that with the
Uh,
airlines.
Yeah.
What pressure do you use on your airline there?
Well, that's the big compressor.
Yeah, I know. What pressure do you set at?
I don't know. I don't set it
Okay.
anything. I just
Okay.
I just plug it in and it fills up.
So-
And
So what you should have said is it's on factory settings. Yeah.
yeah.
Probably 95 or so.
Yeah, probably about
So-
80 or 90. Yeah.
We're gonna use a wee taste of the turquoise here as well. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, it's making a racket. You probably can't hear that.
Nope.
No.
No, I can't hear a thing.
No, good. That's good because it was rattling off the side of the lathe there. You think of somebody out there with a load of bin lids.
Couldn't hear a thing. Now, just a point, just a thing, a reminder for everybody. Terry, Terry? Paul has 516 subscribers. I think we should try and get him a bit higher than that, guys.
Yeah. If you're not subscribed to Paul,
Consider doing so.
just go right there below the video screen and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the notification button and hopefully they'll remind you when he's coming on.
Yeah,
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Andy says the same pressures Brian set his airbrush at once. I have 2 pressure controls, and there's one on the compressor for doing the airline, for blowing up tires and removing dust, and then I have another one at the airbrush. So the airbrush one is set to 25 psi.
Yeah.
Usually. Sometimes it goes up or down a little bit, depending on what I'm doing. And the other air compressor, the main one, is set at 80 psi.
All right. I've got a.
So So Lucy has just said, Geza has just said, wow, she loves it.
Yeah. Good taste.
Starting to look like dragon scales.
Yeah, it does. I have purchased a second regulator and splitters and all that fun stuff. I just haven't run the line so I can have a dedicated airbrush line.
No, that's a good. Did you get one with a little moisture trap in it as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Most of the regulators come now with a moisture trap anyway. Although I have never had to take moisture out of my airline. So.
No, ever.
I have in the compressor. I've had to empty the compressor.
Yeah.
You should, as a matter of course, empty your compressor. So that
Aye.
at least once a month. Or it will rot from the inside out.
Oh, it'll do that. Okay. Right. Get rid of those two colours. So that was turquoise and green. So the
Lovely.
third colour is going to take a different direction.
Ooh. Ooh. The
It's
intrigue.
bit of centrifugal force.
Centrifugal. You mean the spinny thing?
The spinny thing, yeah.
That's the one.
Skinny paint.
Skinny paint.
I'm going to do the spinny thing now.
Just to give it a wee bit of gold flicking through it. I think a gold will work well. Just mixing it down with a wee taste of flow medium here.
Andy says I have a nice airbrush compressor and a small one for the shop when I put it in there. Ah, good man.
You're dipped it in the wrong colour.
Todd says, I drained my 30-plus-year-old compressor last year. It looked like chocolate milk coming out of it. Yeah, that'll be it. Yep.
Maybe a little past due, Todd. Just a little.
Say,
right. Turn the lathe up.
3
Full
million.
speed. There you go. And stand back and watch. Let it do its thing.
And paint the ceiling at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. At least that 1/8-inch strip.
Alan D says he has a full Devil Blitz setup for spraying vehicles. Oh. He says, I've never used colour on my turnings. Might have to dip into the dark side sometime.
There you go.
Wow.
I thought it would have needed another touch-up colour. It doesn't need anything at all. That's enough on it.
But it changed it totally, didn't it?
You can just do too much.
Yeah. The trick with colouring is know when to stop.
And 3 is, it's not a hard limit, but for most of the time, 3 is plenty.
Depending what volume you use it to, and
Sure.
Yeah. If you're just starting out, try not to use too many colours at once. Until you get a bit more experienced, and then you can experiment and try everything. You can put 10 colours on if you want, but
right. Well, now what does the stringish where our border is? Cut this back. So we're going to have a
crack is
on the outside.
Crack. Oh, be careful! You're going to highlight that crack again now. We're not. If you take a bit out
there. Well, be all right, Brian. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Faith. Woodwork Learner's got to go.
Bye, Andy.
Oh, no. He says have a go. Have a go and just turn it off if you don't like it. Okay, if
Yep.
I read the whole thing first, Andy, I wouldn't say you're leaving on us.
Yeah, if you
I
don't
was
like it,
reading it half
turn it off.
half to go, and it wasn't it. Yeah, you can turn it off. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Turn it off.
No,
Lucy
let's
says
see.
it looks like something from outer space.
Right, that's
Looks
not
pretty.
what we don't-
Looks pretty good.
A bit like
Yeah,
Terry's
fair
both
enough,
last night.
That
just need to
for being
tidy up
such a mess,
the
that
rim.
turned out pretty good.
It did.
Pretty good.
Amazing things happens when you listen. Terry doesn't usually listen to anybody's advice.
Sometimes you
Ryan,
have
you've
to
got a
make a mess to
question
make
there
pan
from
hang.
Paul Kavanaugh.
Oh, have I? Oh, where is it?
That's okay. That's fine.
I don't see a question
Ah.
from Paul.
He says, Brian, are you at the woodshed tomorrow? Need someone to kiss my thumb, my Mackie thumb? Okay. Oh,
Which,
make his
why,
thumb better.
why
Yeah,
would
I
I
got
be at the witch? Why would I be at the woodshed tomorrow?
You're thinking
What's
you're
that?
going to demonstration tomorrow night?
What demo? Is the demo on tomorrow night?
Or are we Tuesday night?
No, I know. It's this is Monday. There is every Tuesday. Problem is I can't get up there.
Andy asked if I was making a suggestion. No, Andy, I was not making a suggestion. I was misreading what you put in. No, I was trying to go too fast.
Hey,
Manky. Okay.
I'll let
Gotcha.
that dry and I'll take a center out of this. And we'll try and not go through the bottom.
No,
Okay.
that doesn't end up so good when you go through the bottom.
No.
Paul
But don't
Kavanagh, I'm not having you driving all the way from Moira to my house to pick me up, to take me to the woodshed, to have to bring me all the way back down again. Don't be ridiculous, Paul. But thank you very much for the offer.
He'll
I'll
steer if
steer
you
you.
change the gears.
I've done that before.
Oh yeah. How many times have I done that?
You can just take my car as an automatic, Paul. No gear changing permitted. It just does it itself. In fact, it hasn't even got gears. It's one of those constant velocity things. CVT. If we could get Michelle interested in wood turning, I could take her to the woodshed. No, that's a bad plan. That's a bad plan. Don't expunge that from your brain. You idiot. Why did I think of that?
Alan said, "Get a saddle on. You'll be there if you leave now."
You'll have to make the effort next month, or Martin coming. Martin, Jimmy, and Smith coming to Woodshed next month.
Hi, Martin. Yeah. I think William's coming up for that. We're allowed visitors, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. William's coming up, I think. So he's going to come up the night before and stay with me, and then go up to the woodshed.
Right. That's good. That's a good plan, isn't it?
I think that's the plan. And Paul Cavan says it is Martin's birthday around the time he is over. I have absolutely no idea. Paul Cavan says he's finally joining Ulster Woodturners tomorrow.
That's right.
So yeah, I'll go up there and see Paul, and Paul will relieve you of some cash.
I'll take your money happily off you.
Which reminds me, I have to pay my fees too. I haven't paid them yet.
Shug has joined us. Hello, Huey.
Yep. And the Andy's asking about am I still allowed to drive the tractors, and he's not being cheeky. Yeah, right. that'll be a first, Andy. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, I can drive the tractors because it's on private land, but I can't drive on the roads because I would be uninsured. So I'm driving the tractor at my own risk on the farm.
There you go. How long do they have to watch your test before they'll let you
A
drive
year.
again? A
Till
year.
November. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, 6 months away already. So.
Golly. Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yes, time flies.
Holy cow.
How's that? So in
So
November I'll
just
be
using
back.
the round nose scraper here to
Mhm.
tidy this up.
Mm. Yeah, Mike. There have been people who've driven a tractor across America a time or two.
Mhm.
That would be pretty interesting.
I would say. I mean, tractors nowadays. Some of the tractors go up and down past my house here. They're doing 45 miles an hour anyway.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Just need to sharpen that. Do.
Some of the new bigger tractors.
And he is watching Jerry McCloskey on the farm thing he does.
Yeah.
on-
Watch it all the time.
oh, he's a
He's a
nutter.
nutcase. Yeah, nutcase.
You see him
Man's
with a
an idiot.
nattle soup.
Yep.
Oh,
Man's an idiot. But it's funny to watch.
yeah, it is. I started watching a wee bit of the mushroom. He's growing mushrooms now, so
Yeah,
that'll
aye.
be interesting to see.
Oh yeah. You haven't seen it all yet, then, have you?
No, I haven't seen it all.
I'll not spoil it for you then.
They were only putting the bags in when I last seen
All
it.
right. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Watch the rest of it. It's fun.
Mike says the one that he saw was the old guy on a lawn tractor. So that's not 45
All right,
miles
yeah.
an hour. And he was
No, it's
driving to
about
see
6.
his brother before he died.
Wow.
Holy cow. I hope he left early. Really early. Goodness gracious.
Andy says 16-year-old kids can drive massive tractors and trailers on the road. They kind of did.
Yeah. Curry. Those big massive things.
Yeah, I mean, they're huge now.
Yeah.
The front wheels are as big as the back wheels used to be.
That's all right. Let me try this. Scraper.
Crazy
I just
things.
want to tell you.
Yeah, Matt Iverson said he has a Fast Track 12 years ago. Yeah, Fast Track were the first tractor manufacturers to put suspension on their tractors, so as they could go faster. But now
Wow.
they're all kind of catching up with them now. They were a long time catching up.
Seen some young fellas running around at Shane's Castle there last weekend, running about those tractors. They're all the size of them.
Albert Dawson says it's very pretty, Paul. Yeah, my next door neighbour
It
here,
really
his
is,
sons have been driving tractors up and down to the yard since they were about 12.
Sure. JB said the Egyptians said there's no tractors in Egypt. I think they're all in denial. Are
In denial. We're in denial. Oh God.
that sounds like a
JP.
Zed joke.
That's that's worse than a Z joke, to be honest.
Might be, yeah.
Lucy says I need more than a stepladder to get into a modern tractor. You do. Even my old tractors are quite tall to get into.
I think I should measure.
I know this. I know this because I fell out of one.
I better stop there, Paul.
Not
better-
again.
No, I haven't done it again. I better stop, but just need to tell you that wee bit up, and I think I'll have a go at that, and we'll do the rest of sanding.
I think
80
you might
grit.
get the sandpaper out. Yeah.
80 grit.
I was thinking this might look nice as a halo.
Make a nice clock.
Yeah,
Insert.
you could reset the clock in and recess the clock into that.
Mercy.
GP just said Lucy would need a stepladder to take into a Fisher Price tractor. No, not even a Tonka toy, a Fisher Price tractor.
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible, JP. Leave Lucy alone.
Right. We'll get this sanded. Turn the speed down a bit.
It reminds me of a drill I have in my shed, that railway drill.
Popular drill.
Yep. They're actually not too badly made either, I have to say.
Right? Yeah.
You don't want to drop them, but because of the brushless motors, you can upset the whole workings in it.
Lucy was climbing shelves in Tesco's again.
Oh my.
Oh dear. You should get one of those liquor picker things. Take it with you.
Went to the grocery store one time and came around the corner, and there was a teenage girl, and she was short. She was climbing up to get something on the top, very top shelf. Loads of people around her. Some of them were quite tall, and they could have got it for her, but she climbed those shelves literally. I just kind of had to turn around and snicker to myself.
Oh God, Lucy says. Lucy said, I still wouldn't reach Brian. You're not that small.
A Norwegian company was going to buy Ford and rename it Fjord.
Fjord. Fjord.
Alan has a screw fix Titan drill that is stuck through 5 years of abuse.
Lucy said she's waiting for a mate to teach her how to drive one of his old Fords up at our field. Oh, he's got an old Ford.
Yeah.
I have two old Fords, Lucy. I have 3910 and a 6610. Two 10 series tractors. They're brilliant. And really easy to drive too, as long as you can press the clutch, because the clutch is a bit heavy. There's no sort of assistance with the clutch. It's purely mechanical.
With a big heavy spring.
Yeah, there ain't no servo in the clutch. Mike says, Rob, we should have kept a little magnetic tray above the battery. My original One Plus driver is on its last legs. Have they done away with that now, have they? I like the little magnetic tray as well.
I've been real surprised. I use this angle drill that it was cheap, and folks said it won't last very long. But I've been using it for, oh my goodness.
Oh, here he's in.
Over
Evening
15
shirt.
years. Yeah, he's been in for a little while.
Oh, I missed him. Well, I used to love tractors, but now not so much. I guess I'm an ex-tractor fan. Oh, God. That's a woeful attempt at a joke.
Send that one to Zed. He'll send it back.
Yeah. One of my tractors has what they call the Rubik's Cube gearbox. No idea how you find the gears in it. It's terrible things.
Just throw it somewhere, it'll land somewhere.
It's horrendous.
I've got a friend who can solve a Rubik's Cube pretty quickly.
Grind it till you find it is absolutely correct, Paul.
I used
If
to
you
have a
can't find
Volkswagen
it,
Beetle
grind it.
that was like that.
Mm-hmm.
It had been in a couple of wrecks, and if you didn't hit it exactly right, it would grind for a minute.
Mike says the old Ford tractor that I had learned on was the same engine as a Ford Escort 1300. Oh, both my tractors have got Perkins diesel engines in them, and they just go on forever.
Who was that? Somebody was talking about Perkins diesels here recently. But that's what they were saying too. They just go on and on.
We do, fabulous engine, and real basic. Nothing. There's nothing fancy in them. There's no electronics in them at all.
Right.
So if it breaks, it's pretty easy fixed. But we've had that tractor now. I'll go across my fingers now and touch a bit of wood, and we've had that tractor now for nearly 25 years.
My goodness.
And it has never, the engine has never let us down. Other bits of it have. We've had to replace the whole cab because it rotted away. But the engine has never let us down.
What is it, about 20, 25 horsepower?
66 horsepower.
66. Okay.
The big one's 66, and the other one's a 3910. So the 10 was the series, the 10 series tractor, and the 66 is 66 horsepower.
Okay.
And the 39 is a 39 horsepower tractor.
I got you. That makes sense.
Keep it nice and simple, so
Sure.
people knew what I meant. You know what I mean?
Farmers, they don't.
Unlike today now, where they call things by stupid names and nobody has a clue.
Yeah. You don't need a code book to know what you got.
The only thing you need the battery for, Andy, is getting the thing started. Once it's started, you could disconnect the battery. It'll run all day. It doesn't need any power to keep it running. You have to choke it to get it to stop. Caterpillar now owns Perkins. They still make them. Perkins engines are really famous and really, really reliable. Super tractors.
But that with the right transmission, you could have a real vehicle, couldn't you?
Good indeed.
Right.
That tractor of mine works hard too.
Paul, you're still getting lots of nice comments. It does look a good looking piece of turning you've done there. And this is going to just make it shine.
What is that you're spraying on there?
A sand sealer and center.
Just in the center, yeah.
Conversation starter.
I didn't put any sand sealer on the start because I wanted that paint to try in. Quickies.
Andy says they used to launch and retrieve fishing boats in Filey. Only one had a battery to bump start the other. So that's 100% correct, yeah. Once it's running, it's running.
So I think Raymond is saying he's got to go. Got to, Paul, but let's say it's looking good. If that's what you're doing, Raymond, we'll see you later, buddy.
See you later, Raymond. Take it easy, bud.
I'm a little skittish now.
Right, but give us a coat of lacquer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That makes a difference.
Colors just pop.
Just pity about those cracks on that.
Yeah, don't waste too much lacquer on it.
It might not amount to much more anyway. It mightn't, what do you call it, crack anyway. I'm not going to take the foot off because I'll need that to dry. I just want to take
Well,
it off to show you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. It does look good. Does look good.
it does indeed. Nice colours, huh?
Yeah, it's
Almost,
hard.
almost Carberry looking.
There you go.
Is that on the overhead?
No, that is.
Now you are.
There you are. It's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You can see it. And the centrifugal force with the wee bits of gold going out through it too.
Yep, it's lovely. Good job, Paul.
Yeah. I was going to ask you what color that was, but it's gold. You said.
It's
Okay.
gold, a piece of gold.
Excellent.
See?
Mhm.
Excellent.
Gold. Well, there you are, guys. I'll bring this back in, and
Oh, William Ganny says that's a beaut, Paul.
Very
It's
nice. Very
it's a nice wee piece.
Well, very
Yeah.
nice indeed.
And thank you to everyone
done
that
you.
came in and stayed with us for the last hour and 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Uh,
who's demoing tonight at the or tomorrow night at the?
Eugene is
Eugene.
demoing tomorrow night.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay.
What do you call it? We have got our new premises, by the way,
Have
Brian.
you?
Yeah,
Where are we going?
we're going down 10 minutes down the road. You don't
So
know
it's
that
not-
part of the world, do you?
So it's not any closer to me then.
No.
Oh,
It's about
damn it.
10 more
10 more
10
minutes.
10 more minutes further when the woodshed is.
Oh, it's further out.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
what are you
really,
like?
no, it's not. It's closer actually. Yeah, you know. But the plan is once our dam will stop next month for the summer, we are
Right,
going
go.
to go to the new place over the holidays and
All right,
get it
okay.
sorted out. You know.
Cool.
So our first new meeting will be in the new premises.
Excellent.
So
That's good.
it's very promising. And there's going to be big plans for it, you know, because there's plenty of room in it, you know.
Good.
Question
But,
there for you, Brian.
Looking
but
forward to that.
the woodshed won't be closing straight away. I think
No, it's
Sam
cool.
and Linda are going to keep it open the rest of the year and
Aye.
maybe retire early next year, you know.
Aye, well, they did say 18 months we're going to
Yeah.
run down, just to run the thing down a bit. I suppose.
Yeah, well, it told us straight away, you know, if you find somewhere now and
I go.
you need to take it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair
that's
enough.
what we've done. So, guys, thanks very much for
Well done.
coming in, and
All right.
I hope you like that wee demonstration. It's a nice
That was
piece
nice.
when it's. I got a couple
Um,
of cameras shots off it when it's dry. You probably need another wee coat of lacquer on that, but the colours are quite nice on it. I quite like it myself.
Andy's
nice.
asking me. Andy's asked me am I on Thursday, and the answer currently is yes, I am. Thursday evening, 7:30.
You heard it here. Live.
Don't
Anyway.
know why. I don't know why I said that, but there you go.
Large and in charge.
Okay,
Very nice,
guys.
Paul, very
I'm going
nice.
to press the button, so I'll say cheerio and the gruesome twosome. We'll say
Cheerio.
Hello, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Have a good week.
Did I push that button yet? No.
No.